Okay, it is another Goodwill shopping day. Can't wait to see what I find in my local spots. So many of you commented that I was in a turtleneck last week. Well, I am in a t-shirt, well, jacket right now, but Oregon has returned to summer this week. It was definitely winter vibes, the rain and the cool weather. But yeah, at least we're gonna get a few more sunny days and then fall is gonna hit us hard. This is the cutest little wood dog puzzle box. Oh, I love it, but it's missing a piece here, which is probably a game changer. Let's see, $3.99. Okay, I think I'm gonna pass on it. Now, sometimes you guys are like, why do you pass on things that, you know, have flaws if it's still cute? I'm mostly shopping for resale, so I always wanna make sure that, you know, the piece is functional and I don't have to disclose anything broken, because things that are broken usually don't sell, obviously, as well as things that are perfectly intact. So I kind of like this. The wood is really good. Can't tell if it's cheesy or not because of the bow there. It's $3.99. I think in my booth it could maybe do well, so I'm gonna pick it up. So I'm sure you guys will be surprised that I'm gonna say that this might be actually too shiny for me, because you guys know I love to shine up my brass, but this piece is kind of like that brass that's more faux and just cheap looking versus just shiny and nice. Look at it's like basically a mirror, so I'm gonna pass on this. So a really pretty handmade mug for $2. I have a lot of mugs right now, so I think I might pass on it. I do love the blue color. And then I thought this was really pretty too, because it actually has holes in it. It's a planter with holes. So oftentimes you don't see that and the plant dies. But this is $3.99. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this one. I love this pattern, but you guys know me in brown. I'm not super into it. I'm kind of digging this picture. I don't know where it's from. It seems old. I can't make out the markings. So it's $4.99. I think the colors are really pretty. It has some like hairline cracks. I don't know, is that called crazing? You guys will let me know. I hear people say something about crazing. I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but I kind of like the shape of it. Okay, I may have to get it. This is kind of a different pickup for me because it's definitely leaning very cottagey to me. So these ceramic mushrooms, I get fooled by all the time because I originally thought that they were vintage, and they are not. They are from the dollar store. Now, this is an instance where the Goodwill has actually priced it $1 versus more than $1. But yeah, if you ever see these, just know they are not vintage. I left empty-handed, and I know I said I was gonna pick up that little container with the bird on it and then that picture, but I was thinking to myself, okay, those are like $4 each. And then I'm putting them in my booth space and price them for what? Like 12 to 18 bucks. Plus I have to pay commission and rent. I'm like, no, this is not cheap enough. This is not the flip that I want. So I decided to put them back. When I shop, I'm just like, I go into a Goodwill, and if I don't find anything, I'm like, ooh, should I just buy something? And that is a bad habit to get into. And that's something I battle all the time. Like, don't just buy stuff just to buy stuff, and don't just buy stuff just so I can show you guys that I bought something in my video. So, I mean, I'm going to like 4 other stops, and usually with these videos I find something, but the pressure to get stuff when there's nothing is so high. I wonder if you guys feel that too. Walking into Goodwill number 2. This is not pottery like I originally thought. It's actually a glass piece, so an art glass piece. It's $8, which seems really high, but I'm kind of getting into art glass now. I mean, I have 3 or 4 pieces. This one, I'm not sure I like the brown here with the blue at the top, so I'll probably pass on it, but I was so fooled. I thought that was pottery. Okay, so this is a lighter, which seems crazy, and has a matching mate here. It's Lennox. I gotta do a Google Lens on this. $25. Oh my God, I did not expect that. Okay, all right, it must come with this. It better come with this for $25. Okay, so I need to see what this is about. I mean, it's so heavy and beautiful, and I've been told that you can actually take these to like cigarette and cigar shops, and they may be able to rehab them for you if you ever find one. I gotta look this up because this is crazy. Okay, so I looked up that lighter, and I think there's probably still some margin in it because comps are all over the place, but I'm just not confident in selling that. So I'm sure some of you will probably be like, you should have bought it, it's been a good deal, but I don't know. I'm just like, when I'm unsure, I just don't want to invest like $25 into something like that, even though it's kind of cool. So we're going to take a look around the store, see if there's anything else I can get. Okay, so wood aisle for the win. This is one of those glasses holders. So it is, oh God, it's not focusing, $3.99. Okay, so I'll probably get this guy. I'm tempted to get this big statue because it is hand carved, but I want to say it's going to be, yeah, 15. I don't know. You guys, the prices at this store. Ooh, and I also like that. Now, I have a friend who says she's been selling wood toys, but this guy is really large. I think it's like the small ones little kids would play with. This is like more decorative to me, although it's a very cool vintage piece. And I think when I turned it over, I think it was like 12 or 15. So I don't know if I'm going to get that, but I am going to get the nose. So at least we finally have something in our hands. I'm kind of digging this bust of Lincoln. It has a marking on the back. It is extremely heavy and solid. It is $14.99. Okay, another thing I'm gonna have to look up because, you know, anyone who has like the old Americana style would probably really like this. So maybe there is a market for it. You guys, week after week, this teeny tiny gross foot is here, unpriced. Sad. I wonder how long it's gonna live in this Goodwill before someone either prices it or throws it away. Knowing them, they'll probably price it for like $3 before they would even try throwing it away. You guys, it finally happened. I found a vintage mushroom thing. I have wanted to find kitschy mushroom stuff forever and have just had no luck. So $5, super cute. It's coming home. I'm pretty sure these probably would have had maybe teacups, like matching teacups. I don't know if they're coasters, but they would make super cute coasters. So I need to find a glass and set it on top and see how it performs. The fact that it has an indent to me seems like it wouldn't be great for, you know, as a coaster. So we'll see, but I really love the flower pattern. Something pretty for a grab bag. It looks like it's painted silk. And it has that very cool textural edge. I think I'm gonna get it. It was $2 when I turned it over. And then I wasn't sure about this vase. It definitely has the vibe of this certain type of pottery that's really popular right now, but it is handmade and not made well. But it's only, I think, $3. So I don't know. TBD on this one, but I do think I'm going to grab that cutie pie. Here's an example of someone making something without thinking about, will it function as it's supposed to? That spout is very upright. I do kind of like it though, because it's so exaggerated and strange. So I gotta turn it over and see how much it is. But Wonky Pottery has been selling for me. Here is an entire set. I mean, look at how many there are of this beautiful mid-century glassware. I looked up comps. I mean, I definitely think they're valuable, especially in this, with this many, but they're $3 a piece, which is steep to me. So I won't be picking them up, but I'm sure someone's gonna be super excited about them. I'm really digging this cute little ceramic pot. I think it's one of those souvenir painted pieces from Europe, maybe. The colors are really lovely. It's not a butterbell. I thought it was a butterbell, but peeking underneath, it doesn't look like it had, yeah, it's definitely not a butterbell. It doesn't have the piece that goes all the way in. It's $5. So I think I'm gonna pass on it, but it's really pretty. This is a very cool piece. I love the swirls. Let's see, what does it say? Okay, so it's stamped, $8. Another thing, you guys, I need to look up everything today, it seems. I probably won't pick it up. I wonder if it had a lid. Oftentimes the stuff had a lid and they just go missing. I don't think I'm gonna get it unless when I look it up, it's like super amazingly valuable, but definitely caught my eye with the swirls. This may be one of the first paintings I have found at a Goodwill in a long time. It's $25, so I'm gonna pass on it, especially because they have some of that wear in the center, which is not necessarily a game changer because, you know, it has that old world look. It's just a little more moody than I want to pick up, but definitely giving fall vibes. I'm sure someone's going to swoop it up. Heading into Goodwill number 3. This one is the tiniest of the 4 to 5 that I usually go to on a day, but this one I always end up finding some very unique stuff. So I'm always excited to go here even if it's small. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to get this bamboo stand for $4.99. Now this is not my favorite style when it has the big bamboo, but I need some things in my one booth to elevate off of my big entry table that I have in my booth space. So I think this will kind of help with that. And plus it's like the price is good. Debating this because it is really nice, really good shape. It's 20 bucks. And again, it could look really cool in someone's home. I feel like it should have feet though, right? Like, doesn't it seem like a piece that could need feet because it's just like so on the ground? Unless I want on top of something. I may try to turn it over if it's not too heavy and see what the situation is underneath. Okay, so I'm trying to decide if I get that wicker cabinet thing because I hate messing around with furniture, but 20 bucks is kind of a good price for it. And it is really cool. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll think about it as I walk around. I looked underneath of it, nothing like indicated where it came from. It just seems really weird that if it was meant to be on the ground, it wouldn't have like a thicker base. It actually has a really thin base and it's just basically almost touching the ground. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird piece. So a very good brass candle holder. Solid. It is $3.99. So I'm definitely gonna get this. Now I know I said I wasn't gonna pick up any mugs, but these handmade ones are beautiful. They're $1.99. It looks like there might be oh no, more than 4, like a whole set. Okay, I think I'm gonna get all of them. Okay, you guys, I can't believe it. I actually need to get a cart today, but those mugs are so great. They're actually handmade, $2 a piece, and I've never seen a matching set of studio pottery mugs. This person definitely had like a signature glaze and style. And I know people are always looking for mug sets and stuff for Airbnbs in their home that match, so that's how I'm gonna get them. Oh my, I do not know what this is, but it is scary. That face is horrible. And the hand, okay, yep, not getting this. And no one should buy it because I think it's haunted. It looks very haunted to me. So this little vase is the cutest thing I have seen. Oh my goodness. It's made in Japan. It's vintage. It is adorable. You guys know I'm powerless against this stuff. Oh man, it may have to come home. Anyone know what this is for? So it has a stopper in the bottom, but it has this hook on top, so you definitely can't obviously set it like this. So what in the world is this? I have no clue. It has a stamping of the artist there. It's a really well-made piece. I just don't know what it is. So if you guys know, let me know. This is really beautiful. It is carved wood roses, super ornate, $2.99. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to get this. You guys know I love anything carved wood. Going to the next stop number 4, that happens to have an absolutely giant spider on top. That's a little unnerving. I'm glad my son's not with me. I think he'd be terrified of that, especially the way it's moving right now. This is the Goodwill that I got the Batosia. This is the Goodwill I got that really pretty paperweight. All good flips, so hopefully I have some good luck here. My first instinct when I saw this was a man reading on the toilet. I don't think that's what he's doing, but that was my first instinct. His legs are really skinny. Maybe the person who carved it messed up so much and that's why one leg is tinier than the other. This is such a weird piece. This is kind of a cute rustic wood piece, $3.99. I think it's actually handmade just based on the look of it. Oh, I kind of like it. Another very kitschy thing. I kind of am drawn to it because the owls are so cute. So $3.99, I don't know. I don't know if I'm heading into that territory because I've been out so long today that it's like getting to be ridiculous and actually not cute. I kind of like this vase. I don't think it's necessarily handmade based on the way that it looks, but it is really pretty. Let's see, so $3.99, okay. Man, I feel like all day today has been a lot of like, ooh, shouldn't I get it type moments, this being another one of them. You guys, I'm so bummed. If this had all the pieces, I would get it. It is a cat dispenser for tape. That would have been so cute. Someone would have definitely wanted that on their desk. So yeah, bummer that it's missing this piece there. This chip dip serving dish is very cool. Has the blues and the purples. It's really well made. This is something that would be a nightmare to really have to list and ship because it's so big and it takes up a lot of space in a booth. So I'll probably pass on it, but this is beautiful. I wish I entertained more to warrant getting this for myself. Well, I'm glad I didn't fall in love with that platter because it was $30 when I turned it over. Man, the pricing can be all over the place here. Oh my gosh, you guys, not very exciting for you, but for me who does their hair in hot rollers every day, this is awesome. Mine actually just died this morning. So this is a basically new set for $12.99. Absolutely getting these. This mannequin is absolutely terrifying. Oh my goodness. If I came home with this, my son would just probably break into tears. He is terrified of mannequins. He's always afraid they're just gonna come alive and chase after him. And he's especially scared of the little ones, which I think is so funny. So again, not exciting for you guys, but this hard body suitcase is 20 bucks. It actually spins well. The zippers do work. That's one of the things you want to check. Is it spinning? You know, the zipper's working, because sometimes they get donated because they're broken. Because I'm going on my trip to Belgium in a few weeks, I need more suitcases and a hard-bodied one to kind of nest in my big duffel and my bigger one. So I don't know. I mean, this is just a little bit bigger than a carry-on. I kind of feel like I need an even bigger one. Because you know when you're paying the money for a check bag, you want to maximize the size. But I don't know if I'm going to find one cheaper than 20 bucks. So may get it. Well, I did not look at that suitcase close enough because I bought it and then realized it had a crack on the side. So I returned it and now I have store credit. If I just would have looked even harder, then I would have known that. Now that I won't use the store credit, because I will. You guys know this, I'm here like weekly. But still really aggravating because I thought I could check something off my list, which was get like a used bag to use for my trip. But I'm still on the hunt for it. So I think I have one more Goodwill in me before I head home. Well, it looks like I have more than one stop left in me. I decided to go to Value Village since it was on my way to the last Goodwill. This is where I got that crazy Chinese dragon costume last week. So I don't know if I'm gonna find anything like that again. But this is the place that I go to that I find really the most stuff, I would say, consistently. One of the YouTubers I love to watch, Amanda's Mercantile, love her channel. She picks up these hands when she can find them. So $5.99, I think I'm gonna get them. This is the first time I've actually come across these at the thrift store. Well, this is a bummer. What would have been on top of here? That marble is so good. Is there a way to polish that? I have no idea. But this is a very cool piece. It's just missing whatever was on top. You guys, I spotted another one. Okay, let's see how much they priced it for. $4.99. See what I tell you? $5 for something that was just at the dollar store. Okay, this kitty is adorable. Carved wood, $5.99, which is a little more than I'd like to spend, but I think I'm gonna get it because you guys know animal stuff sells. So I always do the silver aisle, hoping for brass. Nothing today, but this is a really cool ceramic bowl. Love it. Unfortunately, it has some chips around the edges. Otherwise, I'd be getting it because it's super cute. Real statement piece for an island. We are heading into blanket season, so this is the time of year I definitely make sure to hit up the aisles for pieces like this that are wool, things that can add that little bit of coziness to my booth space, especially the plaid blankets. Those really help with getting that festive feel. So I'm assuming this would be for like hand towels or napkins or something, because obviously if it's bigger it's for firewood, but this is way too small for firewood. So I'm not sure. It is, let's see how much. $4.99. Okay, this, I'll just carry it around and see what I think as I get up to the register. Very pretty hammered metal, brass and silver vase, really big. I've never really picked up like the two-toned as much because, I don't know, I feel like just the all brass is the most desirable. So I'll be passing on it, but I do love the way that the swirl is. Last time I was at this Goodwill, I had no idea what this was, and one of you guys said that you need to put it on the ground and roll it. So let's see if it makes noise. That's it. That's what it's meant for. So I have another one of these types of pumpkins at home, and this is a smaller one. It's slightly different. It is $4.99, so I gotta see if it's still working. So I had to take it to the electronics section. So I just spotted this really weird picture, and I thought, you know, I'm just gonna turn it over and see who made it. And look what it says. Mrs. Jenkins. That is me. I am Mrs. Jenkins. I wish it was cooler because then I'd want to buy it because it has my name on it. That's so wild, so wild. Here's a really pretty handmade studio piece. It's $4.99. I think it's actually kind of cool. I like the colors. I don't come across bowls like this as often that have this very cool piecing, and just the coloring is very cool. So I don't know, I may have to get it. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have always wanted a dollhouse. Always. You guys know me and my miniatures? Look at this one. It doesn't have a price, but it's so good. I mean, it has a little bit of wear. And, you know, obviously it is old and seen better days. Oh, look at it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to ask them how much this is. Okay, so we are back home. I am melting and sweating to death. It is hot out there. Now, you guys said you wanted to see different things in the background for a change, and I can't blame you because I've been showing you my gallery wall in my studio for like a year now. So I'm sure you wanted to see something new. If you haven't seen my bedroom makeover video, you should check it out. It was really fun to do. But anyways, we are back home. I just hit 6 stores. I don't think I got as much as I should have, considering I went to that many stores. I was really good. I definitely was tempted, and you guys heard me say this, to buy just because I wanted to build a haul for you guys. And also, you know, you get swept up and you're like, oh, should I get this? It definitely was just a day of, should I or shouldn't I get this stuff? And oftentimes when that happens, I just say, you know what? I'm not that excited about the piece, so it's staying in the store. I did get some things that I think are great. So I think I'm gonna do something different and just style them for you with some music rather than talk about, you know, these pieces. So we're gonna cut to that footage right now, and then we're gonna come back for the close. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully next week when I do my Goodwill run, I can go to some different stores and not just my local ones, go to a different part of town. I feel like I need to shake things up. Usually when you start on a downward trajectory of like not finding a lot at the stores, I need to like not go to those stores for a little while and then go to some elsewhere to see if my luck changes. So I think I'm going to try that next week. If you're looking for more thrifting and decorating content between my haul videos here on YouTube, make sure you check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.